show on the road. Game 1 Eragel. We have a playing path which is quite to the east, going from north to south. Again, I'm going to do my best to show less of the map and more of the action for you guys, because that was good feedback that I did get given. Will we see any of the teams go for Severny? Stallbar drop would be a good place to go. Godsend did go to Yasnaya yesterday with, I think it was Secret Jin, if I'm not mistaken. Curious to see where Digital Athletics and DRS will drop in these scrims. We do have A1 and we have Execute dropping towards Severny. We do have Secret Jin and, if I'm not mistaken, Godsend dropping towards Yasnaya. Blue Bees are... No, it's actually DRS. Team Secret, DRS, and Godsend in towards Yasnaya. So 3 teams inside that city. I'll have to keep an eye on that. We have Alpha 7 in Rozhok along with Archer. And that's it. DRS and Secret Jin kicking things off. With JT Wake is knocked down, is confirmed by DRS. So the first victim of this scrims has gone over to Secret Jin. Godsend are more on the kind of backline edge of Yasnaya. It seems like they've only... Oh, they've only started as 2 players, which is a bit of a feels bad, man. So they are going to stay relatively safe. Digital Athletics and A1 are fighting... oh my god, trying to keep an eye on where all these fights are going down. Execute. Godsend have taken down another member of Secret Jin. But now Secret Jin are down to just 2 players. They're down to just 2 players. Team Secret and the side of Alpha 7. Dropping in Rozhok. I did miss a couple of kills, I believe, with Digital Athletics. Because I'm not even sure where Digital Athletics dropped, to be perfectly honest. Oh yeah, Digital Athletics dropped in Severny as well. So it's going to be A1, Digital Athletics, and Severny. A1 losing 2 players. Victor goes down from Godsend. I'm trying to kind of keep on one fight at a time, rather than hopping from fight to fight. Well, I'm missing all the action, although just as I say that, Team Seeker and Alpha 7 are fighting up against each other. 2 members of Team Seeker have gone down. As I do look to render and load in. Gonna be Mad Toy. Oh, 2 members of Alpha 7 are knocked down. Let's see what's going on. Now Toy Boy, along with eye shots. Left low. 1 member of Alpha 7 is looking over towards Eye Boy. Gonna go for the revive onto his teammate, which is pretty good stuff. But will that give Team Secret the time to get their own revive off? The good thing is that Senna is in the back line, although he seems to be looking to cross the road to head onto the right side of Rozhok to join up with his teammates. It'll become a clean 3v3 fight off the back of those 2 revives. Time's ticking down as this fight goes on. iShots is going to be knocked down. Highboy is going to be knocked down along with Rex. Along with Highboy, so it leaves Rex on his own. He's looking to pick off a first aid kit while his teammate does creep his way up the stairs. There is that 3rd player of Alpha 7 coming in. That's going to be Law. I fought the Law, and the Law lost at the hands of Team Secret Rex. Now Senna's on his own. He's the last hope, the last gasp for Alpha 7. Grenade's going to be cooked up. They have an idea where he is, but will that work? Goes into FPP, throws it out there. It's not going to connect. Time's ticking down. The revives trying to be pulled up onto Highboy to keep it up in a 2v1. Another grenade is being cooked up on towards the roof. That will not connect once again. You're wasting time, Senna. Rex is now going for the revive. Pre-fire shots going through. Two teams fighting over Rozhok. The revive has been pulled off. Now Senna is against two players of Team Seeker. Even though they have to go in jumps down. Down they go, and Senna gets taken out, and Alpha 7 are out of here. That was an interesting jump shot play from Team Secret. I didn't think they were going to pull that off, but credit where it's due. It worked out, because I thought it was a bit risky kind of being out in the open, but then again, when you're inside the building, there's, you know, you got less room to maneuver around. But nice play by Team Secret. They win that team fight, and we do lose a team right off the bat. Abrupt Slayers looking towards one of the Archer players. Enzu. Yunsu. He's on his own. He's going to look for those pre-fire shots. Do not connect. Spraying through the window. Now he has been alerted. The rest of his team is further back, so he's pretty much a sitting duck. But don't go in on your own, Abrupt Slayers. Don't go in, Charlie. Don't go in on your own. Okay, be careful. Wait for your teammate. The grenade's being cooked up. Yep, now you can move in. Use that man advantage to your advantage. Now you're going to go in. That's going to be nice by Leon. Absolute stonking stuff from Leon. Really great to see him show up for his side. Now the rest of Archer might be coming in as well, or at least that's one of them. Susung. And then the other two players are in the back line. Nice by Susung with the Mini 14 to get that second knockdown onto Abrupt Slayers. Now, Heaven X has to do something, because he's on the opposite side of the road. He has a sight line angle where he should be able to punish the members of Archer, at least Susung, to say the least. But now in comes Favan and Honin. All the revives being pulled off. It is still 3v3. Heaven X, I feel like you missed your time to move across the road or actually be a bit of an impact in this fight. Luckily, Archer aren't really like super pushing this, so Chari is able to get that first aid off. And Fabian is on the stairs of that building, or near the stairs. Onyx is down by the wall. Playing along these walls is always very, very tricky. Susung is on the stairs by the other building. So if anything, he cancels out Heaven X really well. Fabian's cooking up a grenade, I believe with Inox. No, not quite. It's just Fabian. And then the three members of Abrupt Slayers are pretty much pinched inside this house. Archer, although they're not going for the fight, they do have them kind of pinched into this building. The thing is, Archer can't exactly go for the engage. Inonx does get Chari. That's going to be a confirmed kill. Nice play by Inonx. Now that could spell the end of Abrupt Slayers. Susung goes for Leon. Picked off one by one as Jokers on the roof. He's in the corner. He's got nowhere to go. Embers of Archer inside the building. Susung made his way across Heaven X. Again, not being able to do anything from the other side of the road. They're waiting. And look up. I think they know that Heaven X is up there. Do they know where he is? Do not. Heaven X gonna take down Joker. Sorry, should I say Archer gonna take down Joker? So it's just Heaven X that's left standing. Yes, he did, I believe, grab a knock, but at the end of the day, that's really not going to be much. Phase 1, we barely even talked about it. It's a military island, Phase 1, pretty much. God, didn't even talk about it because we have so much action going on. 4 angry men have put the stops to Power 888 to the point where Power 888 are down to 2 players. We have Bluebees along with Kanina Power both rotating on the eastern side of this bridge with OGR knocked down, followed by Axer. So it's just Gonzo in black and white. They're standing. No, make that black and white. He's the last one on his own. He gets a knock, but he is going to be taken out as I did render in. And that is going to be the end of Kanina Power at the hands of Bluebees. I tell you, Bluebees, they are a team to look out for. When you talk about underdog teams, when you're talking about kind of ones to watch, 110% Blue Bees. 110% Blue Bees. Now shifting on over to the opposite side of the map by the Western Bridge, where Loops Esports hold on to that coastal line compound. It's relatively high ground, but if you do look, Zeus have gone onto the bridge, so they do hold that bridge control. Footballers who did drop in Nova, as far as I know, have overtook the radio tower, and then AEROWOLF Limax, to say their full name, are inside. They're the only team that are really fully encapsulated in the center of the military island. We see Seekers Gym with their 2 players left are moving down from the coastline into the military island. DRS, who overall took over Yasnaya from 2 of the Seekers Gym players, are now rotating down towards the edge of the north circle. Still on the mainland, along with the 2 players who Godsend who grabbed the kill along the way. And now the fight between Loops and Zeus is kicking off, my friends. Zeus went for that push down on towards that lighthouse building. And now we see Imax on his own. Idak looking to play around. Now the players of Zeus are pushing in. Federal trying to get first aid. He does get a first aid up. Dadin knocks down Abilene. That's good. That's good. Playing around the lighthouse. Carulio's probably going to be able to do something from that off angle. Kowalski's in the back line. Grenades are going to be flying out. Zeus, they don't have the manpower right now because they do have Ronan in the back line. Zyle goes for the revive. Indak is still inside that building. The rotation coming out from Carulio with the grenade is going to knock down Abilene once again. But Zoel is the one that needs to be knocked down. Dadin does knock down Undak. And that leaves Ronan with pretty much nothing he can do as the smokes are being fired out. Federer's going to come in. The Kowalski grenade is going to come down. And it is going to be 3 kills over to Loops Esports on to the Zeus players. And Ronan is the last chance saloon. And because he's been shooting up towards that lighthouse building, they know exactly where he is and they're going in for the kill. They're going in for the squad fight. It's a double knockdown. But it is going to be Dadin who gets the kill onto the last Zeus player. It was close. It was wild by Loops, but they made it work. Phase 2 shifts over to the northwest. It is still mainly encapsulated on towards the military island, but really, man, that's a tricky circle shift because that's going to put a lot of pressure on the eastern side of this circle. Plus, with the teams who are in the mainland kind of have nowhere to go, what I would recommend is go on to Primorsk, get a boat, and make your way onto the southwestern side of the circle. Yeah, it might take you a bit of time, but in my opinion, because it's only phase 2, you'll be able to make it work. Execute now come in from behind, looking to capture and punish the members of Loops. Fate, Zute stops. He's going to get out. Zute was on fire yesterday from a kill point of view. Really showed his strength as a player, individually and as a leader in yesterday's scrims. Very excited to see Execute playing the Pubg Mobile Global Championship as Fate knocks down Dadin is going to be returned by Dadin with a grenade. Where's Zute? Kill switch. You have to push forward. Smokes are being thrown out. Very interested to see what kind of communication is coming through as Molotov does burn Zute down to a crisp. Not to a point where he's getting knocked down, but he's very, very low in health, and I feel like the advantage is over onto Loops. Does Kill Switch look to back out? You do have Fame Boys on that flank side building, but with all the smokes in play, I don't know if Fame Boys can really do anything from that position. Zute disengages away outside the building. Fate is going to be able to pull off. Dadin is knocked down once again. Federal is knocked down by Fame Boys. He may not be able to shoot through the smoke, but he can certainly throw a grenade. Well played, well calculated, and Carulio's on his own. Fate is low in health, and Carulio gets knocked down by Kill Switch. And that is advantage once again to execute in this fight in Kowalski in a similar fashion as he saw Zeus at the hands of Loops. Carrillo is the last player standing for his side. Execute being aggressive at the right time. Now football is currently on a 2-2 split, but Roma's gonna get knocked down by Kenzo. By that shack. Where is Lavazan? Lavazan, you have to push in, but you're out in the open, and Django is now going to claim a kill for his troubles. Shots are going to be fired out. So, okay. Now wrapping around that building. It's a 1v1 once again, although just as I say that, we do see Lutz come in from the sideline to claim Secret Jin and take them out of this game. DRS take down Blue Bees, I believe, on the Eastern Bridge. We have Archer, we have Digital Athletics, we have Godsend, and we have this side of Team Secret in the mainland coastal line. This is pretty damn insane. I don't really know where to go, what to show. Godsend are going to go down as far as I know. The Digital Athletics Execute are still in the mainland. 4 Angry Men are sitting pretty inside this circle, looking damn good while they're at it. And then AEROWOLF? Man, yeah, okay, they're not in the circle, but when you look at how much space they have, once they get past Lufa Bluebees, who is the last player for his side, then they do have a bit of space to move into the circle. However, we've seen Lufa pull off 1v3s, 1v4s in the past, but I think this time he might just look to move away. Execute, in my opinion, oh man, it's so tricky for Execute because you think, hey, they look good. We look good, guys. On the bridge, we got nobody around you, but you're on the bridge. So if you don't move now, you're really going to get caught out. Footballers do get caught out by 4 Angry Men, as far as I know. So AEROWOLF might be able to take advantage of that. Let's move it on down. Outside on the eastern edge of this circle. A knockdown player of Footballers leaves Footballers exposed, and AEROWOLF gonna look to take advantage of that. Spreading themselves out. See Spav gonna come in. Soka's gonna get knocked down, followed by Lavazin. Good stuff by AEROWOLF. Great aggression to gain control on the eastern side. Lutz is now the last player standing for his side, having nowhere really to go. He's just going to go for a push inside the circle, but 4 Angry Men camping the edge, and you have Execute coming in. I feel like Lutz might be the end for him. Talking about the end, Archer lose a player. We have Digital Athletics swimming towards the coastal line. This is pretty damn insane with a number of teams by the edge, and Execute have a 2-2 split. Fate and Killswitch are still in the mainland by the bridge, and then you have 2 members of Execute on the bridge, but Fameboys gets knocked down. Swimming plays from Loops and Digital Athletics to try and stay inside the circle. You also have Godsend, 1 player, Victor. You have Rex of Team Secret, and you have Inonx from Archer. This is pretty insane as the Blue Zone of Phase 4 is closing in. All the while, 4 Angry Men, the Chinese side, gain control of the southwestern side of the circle. And it begs the question, should a team have gone for my call on Phase 2 of going for that boat rotation? Might have worked out in their favor. Reyes finds the last player of Archer. You have Fate down on the beach line. Now looking for Ray's Ed. Of course, Digital Athletics, formerly known as Class, qualified from the EMEA League. They're a Turkish side with fantastic talent, and now it's a 1v1. Fate finds Ray's Ed, and down they go. But it is going to be returned from Silas, who's made his way on towards the bridge line and finds Fate. Holding on to the pillar, he's going to look to move in and take those shots towards Fameboys. The circle does encapsulate right into the direction of 4 Angry Men. And you got to think with 7 teams left, they can clearly clean out 6 teams around them. If not, then those other 6 teams are going to take each other out. Make that 6 teams left because we do lose the last player of Team Secret. Victor is just swimming in the water, trying to hover between the edge of the water line as Execute who bided their time to move in towards the military island, maybe paid the price. Zute, still on the bridge. Fame boys, swimming in the water. Victor, still holding on. You have Lufa from Bluebees. He may not be in a circle, but with 5 kills, they're doing pretty good. AEROWOLF, though, AEROWOLF could threaten 4 Angry Men's position. They're not right now looking towards 4 Angry Men, but you gotta think there's gonna come a time with it being phase 5 that they're gonna have to look away from the bridge and look towards a compound that 4 Angry Men somewhat hold on to. They have that spread out with 33 Svan. Holding on to one of those off angles. Execute have made their way in with Zute going closer to the edge of the circle. I think that makes him the last player for his side. Yes, it does. And he's looking towards Lufa Bluebees. Lufa takes a little bit of health. He's behind the tree. Zute is going to cook up that grenade. Is that going to take him out? Boom! Kobe from Zute to take out an opponent on the eastern side of him. He can firmly now focus on moving down from the bridge. Smoke's being thrown out. He can use that vehicle as well. The only thing is he going to get punished by the AEROWOLF players? Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And use that little dip on the edge of the circle to his advantage. Silas from Digital Athletics has held on for dear life. But as he goes into the coastline, you got to think either 4 Angry Men or AEROWOLF are going to see him in his sights. Phase 5 blue zone. Pushing in. Phase 6 about to pop up. Where is it going to go? Who's it going to favor? Who has to move? Who doesn't? If it centers up, it will still favor 4 Angry Men because look at the spread they have, right? Look at the spread they have, and just as I say, that actually goes towards the coastal line. It goes towards the coastal line. The water's still in play. What kind of circle is this? And now AEROWOLF, they have to move down the hill. They have to go to the coastline. Do they have the vehicles? That's the thing. I believe they do have a number of vehicles. They have 3 vehicles, but 2 of them are buggies. Buggies do not provide that much protection when it comes to proning behind it. But what it does do is it allows AEROWOLF to rotate in multiple vehicles and take advantage should one get swiped out. Zute? He's waiting. Oh, Spelv. Surely you know that Zute is there. Oh, Zute catches out Spelv. You gotta be prepared for that, man. AEROWOLF could have handed 4 Angry Men the chicken dinner. Zute is gonna face off in the blue zone. He's gonna now get inside the US and to go for a bold rotation outside the blue zone. All the while, 4 Angry Men can just sit pretty as Asaki takes out Zute with an M24 shot in the vehicle. Head blown off. I'm sorry, Zute, but you just got rumbled in the jungle. As it's gonna be another knockdown onto Super Una. Leaves the side of AEROWOLF with 2 players. The good thing is at least they are inside the circle and they do have a bit of solid protection down on that coastline. The ERAGEL 2.0 proving to give a bit more space on the coastlines of these open terrains. 4 Angry Men are still a full squad. It's a 4v2. You have 33 Svan in the back line. Hisaki is also in the back line. Well, you gotta see the other 2 players come down. That's gonna be a double Kobe. And that is going to see 4 Angry Men take game 1 of these PUBG Mobile Global Championship scrims.